The grand finale of the Thursday Night Blitz game of the week is jumping out of your TV. Revitalized Brunswick looks to finish the season with a win against Ware County. The Pirates sail into Waycross looking to skewer the Gators. It's Georgia high school football one last time, and it's right here. Now, get ready. The Thursday Night Blitz game of the week brought to you by Ford is on the air.
We are live just north of the Okefenokee Swamp in Waycross, Georgia, the center of Ware County for live local high school football. The Gators of Ware County taking on the Pirates of Brunswick. Hi, everybody. I'm WSAV Sports Director Ken Slatz. Dusty Ziegler for the second time joining me this season. So glad to have you in the broadcast booth.
So glad to be back with you, Ken, and the production crew down there. Those guys are great. I enjoy myself.
Well, Dusty, we're going to start with the visitors. For the Brunswick Pirates, the season is over as far as the playoffs, but they're on a 2-game winning streak. And how important is that for a football team to head out of here on a 3-game winning streak into next year with a young football team?
It builds confidence, you know. You finish off the season strong, and your young guys, they have that much more confidence, and they dream about football in the offseason. It helps them come back strong. It really does.
Well, let's check out our flashback. Just last week, a big game for the Brunswick Pirates taking on the Richmond Hill Wildcats. And here goes Richmond Hill taking over the lead. Brian Hughes with a fake handoff. QB keeper. They found themselves down just a couple of weeks ago in the second quarter. That's when the comeback began. Sean Smith to Corday Bradley for the touchdown. And what a huge win that was. The start of a 2-game winning streak as Brunswick knocked off the Richmond Hill Wildcats. Of course, they went on to beat the Bradwell Tigers as well. So as I said, 2 games, 2 wins after a very difficult season in which they lost 6 straight. But that just gives these players so much more confidence going into a huge game like this.
Absolutely. You know, they got something to ride on. And, you know, like I said, they have that much more confidence coming back. And football's fun for them.
All right, for the Pirates, there's no real pressure, obviously, not making the playoffs. This is just one incredible, great opportunity tonight.
It's going to have a great battle in our hands, but, you know, our kids are excited about the opportunity. We haven't beaten Ware County looking in the record book since, I think, 2002. So we're up to the challenge. We know, you know, it's at their place. They kind of, you know, handed it to the kids last year pretty good. And they're excited to get over there and see, you know, how far we've grown over this year.
Dusty, that's first-year head coach Larry Harold with bringing a new revived attitude to this Brunswick football team. Really nothing special with the keys to the game, but when you're a young football team like this, take us through them. You
got to focus on the simple things about football, and controlling the line of scrimmage is the key element.
And that's coming from an offensive line.
That's right. It's both sides of the ball, though. I tell you what, you know, when they're out there on defense, they cannot let the offense be explosive. They got to take away the explosion. And turnover battle, every game of football at every level, win the turnovers. You have a better chance of winning the game.
And I think throughout the season on the Thursday Night Blitz, coaches have pretty much said that every time. It's something maybe your regular fan doesn't think about, but the turnover battle is so very important on every game.
Absolutely. I mean, if you were to go back and study the statistics on the turnovers, you'll see that the team that wins the turnovers has a better chance of winning the game every time.
Well, that gives us a chance now to talk on the other side of the coin, the hometown. What a great facility this is at the Swamp at Old Memorial Stadium in Waycross. And for Ware County, it's pretty simple for them. If they win tonight, they do lock up a playoff spot, and they don't have to worry about any other combination.
They're fighting for a lot tonight, and I'm sure they want to get this one under their belt, but I don't think it's going to be easy for them.
No, it won't be easy. And, you know, last week they went into a huge game against South Effingham for our flashback, and this was pretty big, too, because they have been in a playoff-type atmosphere for 3 weeks now on Halloween, and they came out strong, too, with maybe a surprise player. Coaches hadn't seen this all year long. Jacques Bowles with a big touchdown. It made it 6-0 Gators on top. And the Rebels, though, coming back, they came in with just one region loss as well. Tyler Pullum to Luke McCann, and that made it 7-6 with a nice catch in the corner of the end zone. And Gators right back. He was our performance of the week on the WSAV Friday Night Blitz. Look at Bowles. Jacques Bowles breaking through 66 yards for this touchdown run, made it 12-7. South Effingham making it tight at the end of the second quarter, but the second half, it was all Ware County, and they come in with a lot of momentum as well, 36-13. And this team's on a roll. They hit a couple of bumps earlier in the season with a couple of losses, but they know it's pretty simple right now. Get that win and go into playoff time.
Absolutely. And I tell you, with Bowles doing what he did in the last game, he's coming in here strutting his stuff. And he's explosive coming out of the backfield. I tell you what, it's a great athlete.
Well, Ware County is most likely heading to the playoffs. Brunswick is not. Coach Stevens, he has tons of respect tonight for the Pirates.
You would really want it to be a tune-up, but I think Brunswick's going to be a handful based on the success they've had the last 2 weeks. I think they've kind of got it figured out which direction they want to go in, and just dealing with the athleticism of the kids and the physicality of the kids that they have. Anytime you get big, fast people and you put them on the football field, there's going to be some collisions going on. There's going to be some physicality and other things that you're going to have to endure.
Again, Coach Stevens has had a lot of success everywhere he's been. We'll talk more about his career, but he's doing a great job down here in Ware County, and those things don't really surprise you. Offensive turnovers, I think with the wing tee offense, that's the main key for his offense to get going.
Absolutely. Hold on to the ball. Let those pulling guards get out there on that buck sweep, do what they do. And of course, don't give up the big play. Make the big play, okay? And as always, I would tell every football team, win the kicking game.
Kicking game and the turnover battle, those are two huge advantages if you can eliminate them. As you see the band here at Memorial Stadium, what a great atmosphere it is, and we're ready for live local high school football, whether you're tuning in online on WSAV.com or on WSAV's MyLC. We're set to bring you a phenomenal football game. We'll have more coming up on the Thursday Night Blitz Game of the Week.
The Thursday Night Blitz Game of the Week is brought to you by your local Ford dealer. Go further. Stick around. Kickoff is next.
Welcome back to the WSAV Thursday Night Blitz Game of the Week, brought to you by Ford. Go further. We are live at Memorial Stadium in Waycrass, just north of the Okefenokee Swamp. What a beautiful area here down in South Georgia for a huge Region 3 5A football game between the Ware County Gators with a record of 7-2 overall, 5-2 in the region, and the Brunswick Pirates 3-6 with an opposite record in the region at 2-5. Larry Harold taking over as his first season at Brunswick. He's 22-21-1 in his season overall, and boy, Franklin Stevens has built a powerhouse wherever he's gone. His 9th year, 108 wins in 9 years of football. So we expect us to be a really solid football game tonight. Two teams, obviously, I think if you're Brunswick, you're playing where you're really not playing for the playoffs, but you've won 2 straight. You've gotten that confidence back. And this Brunswick team, I think Coach Stevens, as veteran as he is as a head coach, knows this isn't a game you can overlook whatsoever.
Absolutely not. There's a lot of pride to be had in this game. These guys have to go out there and give it their all, and I know they're going to do that, and that's what's going to make it a good ball game to watch, folks.
All right, let's take you down to the midfield for our Subway coin toss.
Dan, can we do a quick booger check?
Green won the toss. Green has won the toss. They'll defer. Football this half. Turn your backs down here and kick this. You'll face them. White, you're on this side. Shake hands, guys.
So the Brunswick Pirates will receive the football, and they'll have their first shot running a multiple offenses. Another great sign. Go big or go home, says the class of 2016 for the Gators of Ware County. They had a phenomenal sign up for a Halloween trick-or-treat. Smell our cleats, which was the sign last week on Halloween. Here comes the Ware County Gators, expecting a crowd of between 2,000 and 3,000 in a place that holds 10,000. I was told it was filled. Back in 2007, they held a state championship game here against Northside, and the Ware County Gators falling, though, back in 2007. What a phenomenal football field and stadium. And here comes your Brunswick Pirates now, arm in arm, hoping to pull off the upset here. Brunswick will receive the football first, and that'll give us a chance to check out the starting lineups for the Brunswick Pirates with a record of 3-6, 2-5 in the region under head coach Larry Harold. Your quarterback, Sean Smith, to run the show for Randon Jernigan, who's transferred out of school. More on him later. Shaq Robinson, a very spark at running back. DJ Whitfield and Kenneth Dallas, your wide receivers, along with Quandre Mosley, Wiley Gordon, your tight end, and your offensive linemen of Jalen Carter and Warren McClendon Jr., John Cano, Deontay Demery, this kid's got offers just about anywhere. We'll fill you in on that along with Jabari Williams. That is your starting offense, the multiple spread offense for Larry Harold and the Pirates. So that means the Ware County defense will come out first. Nate Everett, big 44, along with Jalen Strickland, 74. Your defensive lineman, Joshua Riggs, 2 in the 3-3-5. Your linebackers, Irvin Nard, Jaquez Bolds, and Dedrick Mills, a couple of running backs playing linebacker. Your DB start with Hakeem Dillard, DeAndre Taylor, Jordan Turner, Elijah Smith, and Jamoya Howard. That is your DB lineup in the 3-3-5 defense for Franklin Stevens and the Ware County Gators. Our replays tonight are brought to you by your Savannah Low Country Honda dealers, Honda, the power of dreams for all your replays tonight. So Ware County, as I said, will kick off the football first, and it will be your kicker, Noah Shepard, number 92, handling all the kicking and kickoff duties for the Ware County Gators. An important start. The football first on the road for Brunswick. How important is that first drive to maybe kind of set the tone a little bit, Dusty?
You got to take advantage of that, and you're right. You got to set that tempo because when you get one up and score a touchdown off of that first drive, that right there is a confidence builder in itself for your whole team. Then you get the fans to rally behind you, too. A lot of excitement.
We're underway on the season finale of the WSAV Thursday Night Blitz Game of the Week. The kick is out of play, out of bounds on the right-hand side, and Brunswick will come out with the football in good field position to start things off. And as we said, Sean Smith, Randon Jernigan was the quarterback for this football team, just transferred a couple of weeks ago. He was starting quarterback, played through some injuries, but anyways, he has transferred. Still waiting to see if he'll be able to play at Glenn Academy. His family made a move. So it gives it into the hands of Sean Smith, who will run the show for the Brunswick Pirates, and we'll see the multiple spread offense, and there's a lot of weapons. The number one weapon, obviously, Shaq Robinson in the backfield. So our first play from scrimmage. The snap is up, and Smith will take it around the right-hand side with a big hole, too. Sean Smith scampers 14 yards on the play for Sean Smith, and a first down for Brunswick.
He certainly made it look easy, Ken. I tell you what, he's got some wheels under him. Should be fun to watch tonight.
So Smith takes it around the right-hand side, and again, that offensive line on the right-hand side, which consists of Jalen Carter and Warren McClendon. We see 55 with the move. That's McClendon Jr. with a nice block on the right-hand side and just gives him room, and he runs the football.
Good awareness of where the first down marker is, too.
Handoff straight up the middle. Nice room. Big break in action. Moving forward with the football. Ben McLeod, the running back, with another huge run and another huge first down. I think 15 yards on the play. So that's two huge offensive plays, something that immediately has to concern Coach Franklin Stevens and the Ware County defense.
Well, I'm looking at Brunswick right now and seeing how successful they are those first two plays running the ball. I'm wanting them to run it in the end zone.
Irvin Nard, the senior, finally pulling down McLeod in the backfield. So, again, now already into Ware County territory. Sean Smith checking his wrist. Sean Smith with the shotgun, running the same play he ran the first time around. Unable to get to the sidelines this time. Great play by Dedrick Mills to chase him out of bounds for a loss of 3 yards on the play.
I think Mills was ready for that one, Ken.
Dedrick Mills is the top target at running back. He'll take the football, but Mills, again, a great defensive player as well, and a bright future for Dedrick Mills at Ware County, Handoff, quick handoff, straight up the middle to go to McLeod again. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage, so I think we'll give him maybe 3 on the play for Dedrick Mills. Long 2.
Looked like that might have been Everett in there making the tackle.
So it's down to 9. I think we'll give him just about 3 on the play, and it looks like Ben McLeod checks out of the game. You see a lot of movement. Kenneth Dallas splitting wide to the right. Dallas right next to Dallas. DJ Whitfield. Wiley Golden, the tight end, on the right side of the line. They're waiting for the call from Larry Harold and his crew. His offensive coordinator, Taiwanese Lockett. And there is a break in action. We're going to take it as well. We'll be back with more right here on the WSAV Thursday Night Blitz Game of the Week.